When it comes to one's safety, knowing martial arts can potentially be useful when fighting off deranged people who are considering laying hands on you, especially as a woman. Knowing how to do this can be very useful during an attack. And some say that Krav Maga is the most efficient martial arts for street fighting. And what happened with Nashali Alma, which was caught on camera, is probably going to be a good motivator to make you start Googling self-defense classes in your area.
24-year-old Nashali Alma, a personal trainer, told Hillsborough County Sheriff's deputies she was exercising alone around 10 p.m. on January 22nd when she saw a man she'd previously seen at the gym trying to get in.
By the way, she's a bodybuilder, okay? And that's gonna make a huge difference in what you're about to see.
Next thing you know, I get up from doing my workout and I grab my phone and he just approaches me and not a single word was exchanged. As soon as he was approaching me, I pushed him. I said, bro, what the F are you doing? I said, get away from me. And he kept trying to come towards me and kept reapproaching me.
Video shows Thomas Jones chasing her around the gym before grabbing Alma and pinning her down.
In my mind, I knew I was stronger than him and I knew I could fight back.
This dude just like, it's weird. Come here. You know what I mean? It's not weird.
This guy already came to that place, right, to that interaction with, you know, a twisted mind. Look at that beard. This man knows how to grow a bushy face, doesn't even trim it, which by the way was apparently quite handy during their wrestling match on the floor. She said, I pulled his beard hair, I started twisting, I twisted it, twisted. I could see from his face that he hurt really bad. And you know what's more sickening? The fact that he persisted even after she immediately denied his advances and continued to send a clear message that she was not interested. Like, he just kept going. And that's the most fucked up part of all of this. Now, I know some of you are already itching in your chairs.
Why did she let him in?
She opened the door because he was a resident at her apartment complex.
Whenever he was at the door, I buzzed him in and he came inside. My thought process was, like you said, like it was just another dude coming in to work out.
Usually people forget their keys or fobs. I didn't think twice about letting him in.
She did nothing wrong in this whole thing. Her opening the door is not weird. That's being a decent person.
The seasoned weightlifter seen here holding her attacker in a chokehold while trying to call 911.
His one hand was trying to grab my phone, so it was so tight on my hand, so I didn't let go of it. That's when I was like, okay, stop trying to call 911, let's fight him. Off camera, you don't even see it, but when we got off camera, he was trying to put me in a chokehold. And I wiggled out of it, I elbowed him in the face, and that's when I pulled his beard hair.
She fought him well. Look at the chokehold.
Come here, little shit.
She's super fit, strong, and managed to break free after he got tired. Not everyone in the same situation would have managed to do so. I know I wouldn't. Not only because I'm overweight and flabby, but because I have no idea how to defend myself. And the irony is that I live in Israel, the land of Krav Maga.
This is like 4 or 5 solid out, is just constantly
And for those of you who love to victim blame and say, oh, why she was working out at night and alone, you may not realize that, but the reason you're saying those things is exactly because men feel entitled to women's bodies. It doesn't matter when or how or where a woman is, she should feel safe. And come on, this is a private gym at her own apartment complex. Like, why wouldn't it be a safe place?
The assailant, Xavier Thomas Jones, was arrested the next day.
He pled not guilty to charges of sexual battery, false imprisonment, and kidnapping, and will appear in court next month.
What kind of human being has the wiring in their brain that makes them think this is an okay thing to do, and even though they know it's not, what makes them do it? I just don't understand it. Put them in a wood chipper, honestly. Just send them right through.
As long as you don't give up, you fight back, you show him that you are strong, that you are one, that you're able to fight back and survive this and get out of the situation, I believe it's possible.
This was a weird situation where this guy was like really calm and he wasn't trying to be that aggressive to her, besides like trying to, you know, essay her, but he wasn't like trying to punch her or anything like that, you know what I mean? It could have been different, even with her being a bodybuilder and super strong.
She a fighter, but she lucky because you're not fighting on equal footing. All this talk about, she said, I'm a bodybuilder, so that don't mean fucking shit. He ragdolled, he lifted her up and slammed her right down. She's fortunate in that regard, and I'm happy for her. She fought and she did what she needed to do, great. But just understand, there's plenty of other women who fight, and they end up with broken faces and broken bodies.
Only thing I have to do is this, and then this, and that's all bullshit. The best thing for anybody, man, woman, whatever, martial art classes, you take those classes, and then you realize how much you cannot fight.
I don't mean I'm saying not to fight, I'm just saying, get whatever tools you need to level the playing field.
I agree with almost everything that they said over there. If the guy was really trying, he could have done it. In most situations where, you know, someone tried to attack another person, What if he had a gun, right? Or a knife? So we gotta also be realistic and understand that she was lucky in the situation. But I still think in some situations, you know, it can help you escape. So I don't think it's like, oh, go learn how to fight so you understand how much you can't fight. And that's why I think Krav Maga could really help in that sense, because it's more about like hands-on fighting. Everything counts, no rules, no nothing, just like, you know, get it done.
Krav Maga, it's about saving your own life.
And that approach is very effective in situations like this, right?
Women are harassed in gyms and in this world, and things like this happen every single day. It is absolutely horrific, and it needs to stop. We all need to do better. Nashali, you rock. Watching you fight off that man was so empowering, so inspiring to see for so many women. Thank you for being such a strong female figure.
Nashali is being hailed for her display of true grit.
According to the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network, about 25 out of every 1,000 perpetrators end up in prison. Only about 25 out of 1,000.
I'm grateful that she came forward. I know that her story is going to be an inspiration to other women.
My parents always told me in life to never give up on anything. And that's one thing I always kept in my mind when I was fighting him.
Yeah, I think women, in cases like this, when we have to go up against men, we have to be smarter, right? We have to be smart about it because we are at a disadvantage physically, but we're not at a disadvantage psychologically. So whatever you can do to give yourself better chances to escape,
do it.
Experts say avoiding an incident like this starts with being aware of your surroundings and moving quickly if you're in danger.
Getting in the way, creating obstacles, creating an opportunity, a space between you and your attacker. So I'd be going straight for vulnerable. So again, just the eyes, hitting him in the nose with the phone, throat, because everybody, it's soft tissue there, it's soft tissue in your eyes as well, and it's going to hurt everybody no matter how strong you are.
Anyway, the point is, to all the ladies watching this, go do some self-defense classes, please. Unfortunately, we live in a fucked up world where some men think they have the right to do this, and it's always better to be prepared. I'm sorry this happened to her, but I'm glad she's okay. I'm glad she managed to escape, and now she's sharing her story, you know, to try to bring awareness that it's important to keep fighting. It's important to know that you have the choice, right? You can learn things to help you escape situations like this, and yeah, I'm trying to do the same here by talking about the story. I think it's important, and so should you, you know. So maybe hit the share button, you know, leave a like, let me know your comments, you know, down below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.